Okay, so today we are going to go over the distance formula. The distance formula is what we need to use to find the distance or the length of a line created by 2 points in a coordinate system. To do that, we're going to have to use the technique of finding the hypotenuse of a right triangle using the Pythagorean theorem. Now, everybody knows the Pythagorean theorem is a squared plus b squared equals c squared, but that is not enough. We need to know what this means. What it means is that the length of this leg squared, if we take that and we add it to the length of this leg squared, that will equal the hypotenuse squared. So this length squared plus this length squared equals the hypotenuse squared. And that is what we need to find because the distance of this line created by these points is the hypotenuse of a right triangle that is kind of hidden. We have to imagine that there is a right triangle somewhere beneath that line. So this line created by these 2 points, x1, y1, and x2, y2, creates a right triangle. That right triangle has a base and a height. The base of it is found by taking the value of x2 and subtracting it from x1, and the height is found by taking the value of y2 and subtracting it from y1. As you can see, each part of this triangle matches up to a corresponding part of this triangle. So x2 minus x1 is a in this case. So this is how it fits into the Pythagorean theorem. B is y2 minus y1. That is from that triangle, and the hypotenuse in this triangle C matches up with D in this triangle. Ultimately, we have to take the square root of A and B, a squared and b squared to get the hypotenuse. So d is equal to the square root of x2 minus x1 squared, adding that to the difference of the y values squared. Let's do an example. So if I have 2 points in a coordinate system, A and B, A exists at -3 and -2, and B exists at 4 and 5, and I want to find the distance between these points, or I want to find the length of line AB. So what is the length of AB? In order to do that, I am going to, first I'll say that my point A is my first point and B is my second point. So let me list out what I have here. My x1 is -3, my x2 is 4, my y1 is -2, and my y2 is 5. And all I have to do is plug these values into the into the corresponding parts of this formula. So x2 is 4, I'll plug it in here. x1 is -3, I'll plug it in here. So let's do that. So I know my distance. My distance is equal to the square root of x2, which is 4, minus -3, which is +3, squared. My y2 is 5 minus y1, so that makes it +2 squared. So I have 4 plus 3 squared. That's equal to the square root of 7 squared plus 7 squared. That comes out to be D is equal to the square root of 98, which simplifies down to 7 square roots of 2, which is approximately 9.89. So my distance between these 2 points, A and B, is somewhere around 9.89. Thank you.